Hello and welcome to this week's edition of OPM Now, where we look at the activities of Prime Minister Holness and your government. I'm Naomi Francis. This week on OPM Now, government outlines its commitment to the environment. Prime Minister officially opens building in honor of the late former Minister of Labour and Social Security. Some exciting events to come from OPM. And we get to know a little bit about Minister the Honourable Fayval Williams. These and more stories coming up now. Prime Minister Andrew Holness has carefully listened to and noted public discourse and has declared the government is fully committed to protect, preserve and promote the environment. The Prime Minister said the government engaged in a rigorous and lengthy process ahead of granting a permit for mining to take place in the Puerto Bueno Mountain, also known as the Dry Harbour Mountain in St. Anne.
There's a precedence on the land already. Between 2001 to, I believe, 2005, it might be later, there was mining permitted on the land.
And Prime Minister Andrew Holness has called on Jamaicans to take greater care on our nation's roads. His comments came as Jamaica and the rest of the world marked World Day of Remembrance for road traffic victims ahead of the Christmas season. More than 360 people, including 22 children, have died in road traffic crashes so far in 2020.
Colleagues and friends, on this day, we pause to remember those who lost their lives on our roads, support those who survived road crashes, and take action to save lives.
An unforgettable servant of the people. Prime Minister Andrew Holness described the late former Minister of Labour and Social Security, the Honourable Shahini Robinson, as he officially opened the Ministry of Labour and Social Security office in St. Anne last week. The building was erected in honor of the late minister.
The late Honourable Shahini Robinson, she was very happy about this project. She spoke about it with a certain pride, a certain dignity, because it would offer far improved service to the people of the parish and indeed her constituency in particular.
The Office of the Prime Minister is embarking on a series of national campaigns, the first one of which is themed Rebounding, Building Forward Together. We have a snippet of what you will see on your local television stations. Take a look.
I continue to enrich the minds of our young people because knowledge is power. No matter the avenue we must use.
We are building forward.
Together.
And we caught up with our new Minister of Education, Youth and Information, the Honourable Fayval Williams, and she shared with us on a lighter side just a little bit about who she is.
Fayval Williams is a Jamaican, a mother, a wife, a sister, an aunt, all of the above, all packaged in one, a friend, someone who is deeply, deeply interested in seeing Jamaica move forward in an accelerated way. I am from rural Jamaica, a community that when I say the name of it, most people don't know where it exists. But I'm a proud product of the Jamaican education system, having gone to basic school at Miss Ivy, basic school at Cogwood Tree Church in Tidixon, having gone to Tidixon Primary School and then to Ferncourt High School, worked in the private sector and then went on to do higher education outside of Jamaica, back in Jamaica now, serving in government. I served in the private sector before. 3 things that make me smile. When my children are happy, I am happy. Because I know that young people go through just ups and downs and while they're trying to find themselves and so on. So when they're at that point where they're just bubbly and happy, perfect. Other things that make me smile, good outcome from the things that I'm doing. When I begin doing something, I have an expectation of how it should turn out. And when I hit it just right, that just makes me happy. I mean, it could be as simple as giving a speech. When I'm finished, did I get it just right? You know what I mean? Just the outcome. I'm pretty outcome driven in all the areas, because I think if you can put yourself into doing something, it ought to be for a cause. And what makes me happy as well I have a husband who sometimes cooks. And when he does his favorite thing and puts it on the table, I'm happy.
And finally, 21 early childhood institutions across 5 parishes are recipients of school supplies courtesy of the Usain Bolt Foundation. The resources will better enable the teachers of the schools to meet the learning needs of the children while distance learning.
I know it's a trying time and it's hard for kids in the rural area, so we're trying our best to help out in any possible way.
Thank you, Usain, and your foundation team. And that's it for OPM Now. Please remember to follow the Prime Minister on all socials at Andrew Holness JM and on YouTube at Andrew Michael Holness/JM. Please look out for OPM Now every Monday at 6 p.m. on all socials. See you next week. Stay safe.